Zakia, if you're here, let me know, my darling. Let me know if you're here. Just say hi, I'm here. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, here. If you know you like a reading, go ahead and pay. It might be busy tonight. Actually, pay here. Hi. Alrighty. Go ahead and book if you like a reading. If you know you like a reading. If you have any problems with the axzaya.com, then use the link tree as another link. Okay. Thank you and good evening. Hello, 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 hello. I know I had some people that jumped ahead of the line. Um, Alrighty. Hey, Zakia. Alrighty. What's up? What's up, everybody? Is anybody here who paid a little earlier? I know I had two people come on the line in early. If you're on my mailing list, you get a chance to pay earlier. I'm looking for Lavette. All right, guys, go ahead and get in alignment. If you would like a reading tonight, I'm doing What is Your Purpose? Go to axzaya.com and book it. It's $49. There you'll also have the option of doing a general question. Okay. Okay, that's fine. No problem, Sacred Nomad. Thank you. It feels dark over here. What's it feel? The light, looks good. Hello, hello, good evening. All right, Lavette, thank you so much. Where are you from, Lavette? Where do you live? Guys, once you've paid, say paid, and then just say purpose, and then tell me where you're located. So tell me where you are once you've paid, okay? You can go to axzaya.com. Okay, Lavette, that's wonderful. Okay, Lavette is in Delaware. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Some of the lights out. The light, it seems so different tonight. Hold on, Lavette. I'm going to get into your energy in just a second. Just a second. Let's go live. We're going to go live real quick on okay, so she is in Delaware. Once you've paid, just put paid, purpose, your location, and okay, Ashley, I see you. And then come in and say paid, your purpose, say paid, purpose, and then let me know where in the world you are, okay? All right, Lavette, let's get into your energy. We're going to get it. So I'm going to use a mix of cards tonight as well as my intuition. All right, Amanda. Okay, thank you so much. Paid, purpose, Myrtle Beach. Okay, I'm going with Lavette. And then we will be going with Amanda. Let me just Lavette, Amanda, Herb H. Okay, Ashley. Okay. Okay, Ashley P. Okay. Alrighty, come on in. Come on in. Alrighty. So Lavette, I want to know in her purpose. Is her purpose blocked? Okay, Lavette, so we got for you. Okay, got you, Ty, sweet Ty. Thank you. I saw that. We got you. So Levette, there's a couple things. So when it comes to, I'm looking at both your earthly and your divine purpose. So I'm asking them, are you in your purpose? I'm asking them, are you in your divine purpose? I got a sorta. I'm asking, are you in your earthly purpose? Sorta. So Levette, I'm not sure if you work. It feels like, let me ask, what is yours? Your purpose is to really guide in new generations. So like in a past life, in a more mystical time, I think you're definitely got lineage coming out of Atlantis, which is a sacred land. You'll have to go look it up. You are someone like you ushered in new souls, like you ushered in young children into their purpose. So Levette, if you now work with children in any capacity, or you have a lot of children, or for whatever reason you deal with a lot of children in your family, that means you're with your community if it's children. If not, you're really supposed to, this is for Levette, you really are supposed to be here working with children and working to heal them. So Levette, your earthly and spiritual divine purpose really is supposed to be aligned to work with children. And Levette, you're actually someone that can actually see children's gifts. Levette, there are a bunch of children coming on the planet in the next 10 years who are going to have very like sacred spiritual gifts. Guys, forgive me if it's glitching in any way. That's hopefully not. I don't think that's on me. And so, Levette, you're supposed to be working with these children. Levette, you yourself have quite a few spiritual gifts that are coming down your matriarch line. Okay. So that's for you, Levette. So, Levette, you are supposed to be working with children. You are supposed to be ushering these children with spiritual gifts. And one of the things you can do on earth is you can actually be like a child psychologist or a child therapist, or a like someone that like just does like wellness something with children and parents. The other thing, Levette, if we want to bring it down to the earthly purposes, if you've been thinking about working with children and parents who are autistic or delayed in any way, and Levette, you do have a gift of speaking light language. I don't know if you know that. I feel like, Levette, you said you're from Delaware, but you're really supposed to be further south. It's funny, people are coming in here from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and Columbia, South Carolina. You really are supposed to be like near the Gullah Geechee people, Levette. So Levette, if any of that really fills your soul, then please, you need to get on track with that. If you're not totally off track, you're just not fully in that purpose. Okay. She says, I know. Okay, Levette, thank you for confirming that. Yeah, you're definitely supposed to be working with children, Levette. Absolutely. And working as a spiritual healer and a herbalist with the child community. Another thing, Levette, you are supposed to help women in pregnancy. So some sort of like herbal doula, like not necessarily being a full doula, but someone that helps make natural herbs, tinctures. You are ushering new souls. So whatever that looks like for you, Levette. Okay. This juice tastes terrible. I went to a different place and I'm paying for it. I'm gonna stop being lazy and start juicing my own stuff. Hold on, y'all. Ooh. Okay. All right. So let's move into Amanda H. Amanda Herbie is coming out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Okay. All right, Elizabeth. Okay, Kimberly. Come on in. Come on in. Amanda Herbie. Oh, Amanda, you are totally in your purpose. I'm not sure if you're getting paid for it though, but your purpose here for you, Amanda. This is for Amanda Herbie. Amanda, you are supposed to work with nature and particularly with animals. It feels like you may live on big plots of land or you're already surrounded by nature. You really are like a nature goddess. You're like a nature whisperer. This is for Amanda H. out of Columbia, South Carolina. So your purpose, this is your divine purpose. So you don't necessarily have to work in this to make money, but you are someone that's supposed to be working with the land. You're supposed to be working with like the trees, like in the next 10 years, guys, as we're in this Pluto and Aquarius, this is why I want to do what is the purpose. We are going to need more stewards of light, stewards of divinity, stewards of the earth. We're going back to our ancient future gifts. So Amanda Herbie, and it's funny, your last name is Herbie. That is interesting. That is interesting. You are supposed to be someone, it's bigger than like working with herbs and plants. It's like you're supposed to be someone that translates and communicates from like the heavens, but also the trees. This is something I have not seen this anymore. Forgive me for stumbling, but you have the ability to speak to trees and nature, and you also have the ability to speak to animals. So have you ever thought about doing like psychic readings for pets? Or have you ever thought about like going on people's land and blessing the land? Like if people are having a hard time with their crops, that's it. You have the ability, Amanda, to bless land, to bless crops, to bless the trees, and to speak to them. I don't know, Amanda, if you've been seeing that girl going around that girl going around who basically stands in front of a tree and she talks and tells the tree to come touch her face, to come touch her face. Okay. So with that said, Amanda, then you are supposed to be someone that works with trees and nature. That is your divine purpose. On a more earthly plane, they say you could do whatever you want, Amanda. Like if you want to do art, whatever you do to express yourself, it's just important that you express yourself. And Amanda, if you don't already, you should definitely be surrounding yourselves with plants. Okay, that was for Amanda H. Herbie. Again, guys, tonight, let me just take a quick commercial break. You can come over to you can go over to axi.com and get a What Is Your Purpose reading, axi.com, and jump on YouTube, say paid, and then put where you are located. Okay. Also, you have the option of asking a general question night for $25. And I am selling a guide. It's called Open the Road, Candle and Journal Prompt Ritual. It's only $12. That's also at axi.com. If you need help, you feel like opening the road to your purpose, you work with an open road candle, this candle here, and I teach you to work with that with 30 journal prompts on a 30-day basis. How to dress this, anoint this, make it sacred, and how to speak to the spirit world. Okay, for $12. That's also over on axia.com. All right, now we are moving over to Ashley P. Ashley P is over at. You've seen her, yes, Amanda. You should definitely dial in with her for sure. I know that was a bit. Some of you guys will have to come back and listen to this because I'm channeling heavily tonight. So I'm speaking a little fast, and some of it won't make sense till later, like maybe a year from now. Okay, Ashley Porter. I'm trying to find Ashley Porte. Ashley. Yes, Ashley. Where are you located? You're in okay, yeah, you're in Columbia. Okay. Okay, great. Zakia, look at your copy. It's getting cut off. It's not putting the link with the copy, so you may have to cut it a little bit. Okay, Ashley, let's see what your purpose is. So Ashley, your earthly purpose for you, it just can't do something that makes you depressed. Okay, this is for Ashley Porter. It just can't do something that makes you depressed. So spirit will never, your ancestors, Ashley P, will never ever let you stay in something that makes you depressed. They just won't do it. Okay. So that's the only thing you have to worry about when you're doing, you have to stay in high vibration situations when you're working. Ashley, you have something around, like you have a gift for rituals, sacred rituals, divine, especially working with like money, especially working with anything with like quantum leaping and jumping timelines. So that's really your divinity, Ashley. You actually are going to be someone that teaches people in a very short amount of time, by 18 to 24 months, it's teaching people how to jump timelines to manifest faster. Because actually what you really are is a master manifestor, which makes sense why they're saying when you're in the earthly realm or whatever you're doing in the earthly realm, you just can't be around negative environments, because when you can manifest very quickly, if you're in a negative environment and you sink into that vibration, you may manifest chaos. So really also what you are, Ashley, you are a chaos magician. So really in this lifetime, Ashley, you're supposed to just, once again, because you've done this a lot, is become a quantum healer, a quantum light worker, a quantum worker, where you teach people about quantum jumping. But this isn't something you get into for about 2 to 3 years, because actually what you really are right now is you're on a soul search, and that always leads us sort of into the dark night of the soul. So you are about to be clearing a lot of baggage, a lot of generational trauma over the next 18 to 24 months, Ashley. So I'm sending you love. It's not going to necessarily be the easiest thing, which is why every time you come on here, Spirit wants to kind of guide you to start working with the tarot and start opening up your spiritual gifts. Because when you go through the dark night of the soul, as I have, and I'm sort of on the tail end of it, please God, I hope I'm on the tail end of it finally. It's so important to know your spirit team, because your spirit team is the one that's going to guide you and hold you through that. So for Ashley, your divine purpose is to work with quantum jumping, quantum leaping, working with the quantum field and understanding the mechanics of that. And then all you have to do on the earthly plane is make sure that you stay in a high vibrational environment with work. Home, of course, but really with work. Okay, Sweet Tea, here we go. All right, guys, tell me where you are, please, when you're tapping in. Okay, I got a Sky M. Sweet Tea. All right, let's get it for Sweet Tea. She's in New York City. Hello. Okay, Ty M. Sweet Tea, Ty M. Sweet Tea, so they're bringing me somewhere first. And then, guys, I'm channeling with ancestors, angels, and you guys' higher selves, my higher self. Sweet Tea, you're a little bit blocked. There's something. So Sweet Tea, from several generations ago, your family's got into it. Basically some witches, and it's like if you've ever found Sweet Tea that you're always having issues with money, or money just moves funny, or if there's people in your family that's constantly like they just constantly have chaos or problems. It's like people have put rituals binds on your money in the family. So number one, you need to get that. I would go to Three Hoodoo Sisters out of Atlanta. She's a voodoo priest. I would go to her and I would see, she'll have to do a divination, but I would get that cut because that is blocking you from any sort of real divinity or any sort of real money making, although you do have a money hand. So Sweetie, you should always be doing money rituals to open the road for your success. You can get my money ritual course over at bookzaya.com. Okay, this is for Sweet Tea. But really, your divine purpose at this time and your earthly purpose is the same, Tiana, Tian, is to really clear generational trauma and generational curses. It's you. Your ancestors have chosen you to get this stuff off your bloodline. It's on both your mother and your father's bloodline. It's like, it's just weird. Like, I don't know what happened or how many centuries ago this was. It's for Sweetie Ty, but that's your earthly and your divine purpose. So if you find that you're always a little bit different from the family, or you're always arguing with the family, or there's just a lot of chaos with your family, that is why. Okay, that is why. So Sweet Tea, that is it. If this resonates with you, then you know you're on the right path. If you're already raising like children differently, or you're living your life differently, you are already breaking those generational curses. But learn more about how to do that, and you should listen to a lot of negative removing energy meditations. Play it loud in your house. Play a lot of bells in your house, like, because it just feels like it's always something. So Sweetie T, come back to me and let me know if this resonates. Okay, again, guys, if you paid, thank you so much. Say paid, tell me what part of the world you're in, and let's go. Okay, tell me what part of the world you're in. Okay, this is for Elizabeth H, who I know is in Oklahoma. Okay, just tell me where you are currently. You don't have to tell me 2 locations. I just need to know where you are physically today. What happens when I do this, I just dive into your energy. Zakia, please remind me to drink. Oh, you said hydrate. I'm missing your own messages. Sorry, Mama. Thank you. If you're on Instagram, you need to come on over to YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. Again, if you need help opening up the road to your purpose, or you feel stuck or blocked, please pick up my Open the Road Candle Ritual and 30-day journal prompt for 1212 over on axzaya.com. Next, I've got Elizabeth H, Kimberly M, Sarah Dwin, Crystal M, Sky M, and then Carolyn C. Guys, make sure you come and say paid, the name you paid under, and then where you're located. Okay, so I'm going for Elizabeth H next, who I know is in Oklahoma City. Let's see what Elizabeth. So sometimes, guys, your purpose is not always related to work. A lot of times it's not. It depends on who you are. So Elizabeth, immediately I got for you. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for investing in me again. I appreciate you. And all of you for investing in me, showing up, just even giving, sending loaning your energy by paying attention and tapping in. Those of you who are coming in with good intentions, thank you. For anyone who's not coming in with good intentions, may you go to hell, motherfucker. Thank y'all so much, though, for all of you, for all the love, the likes, the shares, the support, the sharing. I appreciate you guys. Let's get it. So, Elizabeth, a couple things, Elizabeth, the purpose for you in this lifetime, Elizabeth, is you have got to put yourself first. That is your divine and your earthly purpose, Elizabeth. I think I've kind of said this a little bit to you before in another reading, but you have got to put yourself first. You have got to learn to stop people pleasing, because in the past, Elizabeth, in the past lives, that's kind of taking you in some weird directions. And in this lifetime, it kind of has you have a lot of resentment kind of pushed deep down to the point where you don't even remember it, Elizabeth. But people pleasing is your purpose. Once you conquer that, she said, you're right. Thank you so much for that confirmation. Everything that you've ever wanted or want to feel free will come out. But that's really your only real purpose at this time. But I'm going to go into another one. Guys, if you decide to pick a general question reading, just say paid, the name general question, and then put the question, okay? Got to get my brain working, okay? And just tell me what that is, okay? And the name you paid. If it's your business name, then just put that name, okay? All right, so Elizabeth, that's one, the people pleaser. Number two, Elizabeth, you are sort of in your purpose a little bit because you are a steward of the land that you lived on. As you know, the family you're currently connected with has lived there for, I think, for a while, maybe even generations. I can't remember. But also, you've been in that part of the world and many times. So really what you are, Elizabeth, you are a portal keeper. You are a portal watcher. So you are in a part of the world. You are in the right part of the world in terms of the divine side of your purpose, even though I don't really know if earthly it makes you feel good. But I think that's because it comes attached to so many people and expectations that you didn't ask for, you were born into, but you are a steward of that, of the portals. Now, divine purpose, with that said, Elizabeth, you also have the ability to open and close portals of the land and clear the land. Guys, sometimes I will get things that's your purpose, and I don't know. I'm only going to give you what I know to give you. I don't know much more than that. And Spirit is also teaching me as we speak right now. That was why I wanted to do this, because Spirit's like, let's just do something different. They know. They always know. I'm going to make sure this replay is up. You guys should come back and check it out every 6 months, every 9 months, because some of these things are a little bit more in the future. But it's important for you to know now, because what's happening is Spirit wants to plant seeds in your subconscious and in your Akashic record. They're starting to there's the Akashic records is like the record of all of our lifetimes. That's something like in the astral plane, in the mental plane, in the DNA. And so they want to start unlocking the astral. Whoever chose to show up tonight, they're starting to unlock your Akashic records so that you can remember your purpose. Okay. I'm probably going to start doing Akashic record readings soon. I just got to figure out how I want to do them. Okay, so Elizabeth, you're someone, so you should start just learning about portals, Elizabeth, because you are someone that's going to be working with portals. But also, Elizabeth, when you're in the astral realm, you are fighting against the dark. Okay, you are fighting against the dark. Okay, you are fighting against the dark, Elizabeth. You definitely do. You definitely do. Okay, so that was for you, Elizabeth. Now we're going over to Kimberly M. Okay, Linda Dada says she has paid. One moment, guys. I'll come right back. If you're on Instagram, come on over to YouTube. Go to axside.com, get your What Purpose reading, and then come on over to YouTube, say paid, and then let's get you going. All righty. Okay. Linda Dada, what name did you pay under? Okay. All right. We are going to Kimberly M next. Kimberly M, who is in... She says, you're right. Okay, thank you. Kimberly M. Okay, Vernon Hills, Illinois. Thank you, Kimberly. How are you, Kimberly? Let's get into, let's pull some cards for you. Now, just because I pull cards, guys, it doesn't mean that like I can't feel you or anything like that. It's just more, I'm really, I sound really normal right now, but I am working with, it's about 140 spirits around me right now. That's y'all spirits, you know what I mean? And some of y'all on Instagram, some of y'all spirits is in here. Y'all need to come on over here. Okay, you feel overwhelmed? I'm sorry to hear that, Kim. Oh, you said, overwhelmed. I'm gonna start holding some prayer circles. I'm gonna start holding. I know that you holding prayer circles. Are you Christian now? No, but I am a prophet. You know, I am a prophet. I'm gonna start holding prayers because we going through some times. I ain't gonna front on y'all. All right, Kimberly, let's keep it light. Let's keep focused on what is your divine and your earthly purpose. So your earthly purpose, Kim, for you is fine. Unfortunately, Kim, I remember your name. I don't have your profile in front of me, so I don't remember your backstory. But right now, what I'm getting is your earthly purpose is okay. The only thing for you, Kim, is that for your earthly purpose, you have got to learn to like you said, you're overwhelmed, not take on too much and not people please. That's what's happening with your earthly purpose. They're saying your divine purpose is blocked. So let me see what's happening there. Okay, up, down, side, soulmate. Let's see. Water, upside down. Okay. Divine masculine, upside down. Let me make sure, are these all upside down? Oh, they are. Okay, never mind. Let's go back and I'm gonna bring them back because I had the deck upside down. Let's bring it back. Okay, Erica P, I see you. Okay. All right. You guys bring your snacks. We'll be here for a little bit tonight, okay? All right, Kim M, let's see what they want to say. Death, upside down. Okay, death is not what it always means to us. Affluence, upside down. Oh, Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to take him. So here we go, Kim. Kim, you definitely should go to 3 Hoodoo Sisters as well. You got to remove some blocks and binds out of your energy and start with. I would also say pick up my Open the Road ritual and pick up and do the 30-day journal prompts. You're gonna need that. There's like a block on your. You're supposed to be someone that's supposed to be working like you're really supposed to be someone that's quite wealthy, Kim. And I don't know what your financial status is at this time, but that's really like you're supposed to be someone in this lifetime. Your divine purpose is to reach great wealth. And somehow that is just like someone has, like when the cards come upside down, that means not veiled. And they're not even trying to show them, like it's about to be revealed to you. I see. So your divine purpose is to make sure that you build wealth and build generational wealth, Kim. And you really were supposed to want someone that was supposed to explore all facets of yourself and make sure that whatever work you did for a living was part of your soul, right? Was part of your soul contract, was part of your soul. But somewhere along the way, Kim, it's like someone kind of stopped your energy, like blocked your energy. And it feels like it was a love connection. I'm going to say maybe even in your early 20s, Kim, if you had a strong love connection with someone and you broke up with them, or it was a really rough situation, it's like that situation kind of broke your spirit. And they're even telling me, Kim, that you have a warlock spirit attached to your energy, Kim. Okay. Got you, Linda. You got a warlock spirit attached to your energy. Okay. So, Kim, definitely go to 3 Hoodoo Sisters and let her do a reading on you, but you got to get rid of that warlock energy. And if Kim, if this is making sense where you're like, oh yeah, I remember that guy, we whatever, you definitely have to call your energy back from that. I'm also getting, Kim, that you have a gift. You have some sort of artistic gift or something. No, Vonnie, come on in. We're still on time. We're still fine on time. You have a gift, Kim, and it's like you kind of overlook it, or you shook it off, or you ignored it, or you stopped it too soon. So there was some gift that feels like something in the creative arts, if I'm serious, Kim, about it, that you need to be stepping into at this time. You need to be stepping into at this time. Okay. So that's what I'm going to say for you, Kim. I would say really for you in this reading, you have to, you really do need to just get rid of that energy that's on you. If you think about it for a while, who did you date in your 20s, your 30s? It could have been someone, just a lover that you just had on the side. This person did not have the best energy. He was kind of a negative person. He was negative as hell, maybe abusive. That person, is the energy is on yours, and it's like blocking your energy. It's blocking your heart chakra. Kim, do a lot of heart chakra meditations. Let's move over to Sarah DeWin. Sarah DeWin, where are you located? Oh, sexual trauma. Thank you. Okay, so Kim, thank you for that, my dog. Thank you for sharing. I hold space for you. I send my love to you. Kim, that just like derailed you. It shut down your heart chakra. It shut down your sacral chakra. Our sacral chakra is like near our belly button. It deals with our creativity. It deals with our ability to manifest, and it deals with our abundance. It's the root chakra. So all of that stuff has thrown you completely out of alignment. Kim, what is Simone? Simone Kelly. She does Reiki. Her Own Your Power is her IG, I think. Go to her. Okay. Or you can go to Kim. Remind me, DM me on IG and say, Zai, you were gonna send me some Reiki people. You need a lot. You got to get that energy off of you. Okay, that was for Kim AM. Okay, Sarah Den is Allison. That's fine. And you are in Massachusetts. Thank you, my darling. She's in Massachusetts. Let's get into it. After Sarah and Allison, I have Crystal M, I have Sky M, I have Carolyn C, I have Erica P, and I have Linda D. Okay, I have Linda D. Okay, I have Linda D. Let me just check what's going on the back end here. Hopefully this will not. I have Crystal M. Okay. And if you guys want a general question or a spirit message, you can get that as well. Yvonne, I see you. Come on in. You can get that as well. Linda, just note that you put a 25. So I'm assuming you have just a general question. Please put the question in. Just say paid general question and go from there. Also, if anybody wants to pick up this Open Your Road ritual guide. Okay, you're going to use the Open Road candle along with a 30-day journal prompt. That's also on askzai.com. It's only $12. Okay, it's very easy. And I teach you how to work with this candle. It's one of my favorite candles to happen. I keep this candle all the time. I make sure wherever I am in the world, I get some. or bring with me, because it really is a powerful candle. It opens the road to anything that you need. It's just like a blockbuster. It breaks down energy. Okay. And know that, sometimes when we have heavy things, like Kim has something heavy, I have childhood trauma. It's going to take time to move these things, these energies and mindset. Okay. All right, Yvonne, thank you so much. We got you. Okay, we're going in for Allison now. And Allison says she is in Massachusetts. Oh, look what came in for you, Allison. That's a great card. Oh, I know where they're taking you. Uh-oh, okay. All right, Allison. So they're taking me your earthly purposes first. So first of all, Allison, kudos to you for pulling your energy together. I feel like, Allison, you've grown stronger, but they're saying that the angels are really proud of you for having your boundaries, because that was something you had to do. That was one of your purposes this lifetime, is your boundaries. And you're going through heavy transmutation, Allison. You are actually about to shift into a whole another version of yourself, and probably a whole nother career in about 2 to 5 years. This is for Allison. Out of Massachusetts. So you are moving into your purpose. They're not going to tell me what your purpose is right now. They're showing me that it's a little bit hidden. But Allison, if you've been thinking about leaving a career, changing careers, moving to another location, doing something different, switching things up for yourself, now is the time to do that, because if not, you may find that you just never achieve the affluence that you want, or you may make money, but it may not be the way that you want. You may not be happy. Okay. So Allison, your purpose at this time is like your earth plane and your spiritual plane is kind of similar. It's like they just need you to move into a career, move into a space that you like. Also, Allison, I don't know if you're still someone that's having children, of the age to have children, but if you already have children, those children are part of your purpose, to raise them a certain way, to raise them on your own ideals, because you're breaking generational curses with those children. Or if you have children, even if you adopt children, just trust whatever children, Allison, that you've either raised or have to raise or will raise, they are here for you to usher in new energy. That's part of your divine purpose. But the key for you is to keep going, to keep those boundaries strong, to keep doing your energy clear. And Allison, if you've been really thinking about shifting into another career or circling back, we got a lot of retrograde happening right now. If you've been thinking about circling back to a time when you wanted to do something else, go back to that. Okay, that was for Allison. Okay, Crystal M, we're coming to you next. Okay, Yvonne, I got you. I may have to take my bra off, because I'm like, ooh, Oh, okay, Allison, that would be, if you work with children, that's fine. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. You may even open up you may open up like some sort of like healing daycare for children. I think what I'm seeing here is a theme. Let me make sure I'm don't loud. I think what I'm seeing is a theme of like people who have come to this live are here. Your new world usher inners. You're here to usher in the new earth, the new world, the people that have come for tonight, a lot of you. And so that's going to be working with the children and working with nature. That's kind of the theme that's coming up for me. That's what I'm kind of seeing. Hold on a minute. It is too hot, y'all. It is too hot. Whew. All right. All right, let's go to Crystal M. Crystal M. Guys, go ahead, and if I haven't read for you, I say paid, and then put your name that you paid under and put where you're located, even if you already put it, because right now I'm having to scroll all the way up, okay? Okay, so Crystal said paid Baltimore. Okay, I see Crystal is paid Baltimore. So I'm going Crystal M, then Sky P, then Carolyn C, Erica P, Linda D, Yvonne A. Okay. All righty. One moment. All righty, let's go over to Crystal M. Crystal M. And if you have any friends around you, tell them to jump on. Okay, you can go to axi.com. Crystal M. I'm going to see. Crystal M is in Baltimore, Maryland, right? Okay. Alrighty. Crystal M is in Baltimore, Maryland. Let's see where her purpose is. Okay, so immediately this is for Crystal M out of Baltimore. So Crystal Mayberry out of Baltimore. Immediately I'm hearing you are ready. Girl, you are in your purpose, mama. Woo, this is excellent. Crystal, I don't know what you do for work or what you do in the community, but they say you are definitely already in your purpose. Crystal, that is amazing. The only thing I would say, Crystal, is don't wear yourself out. And you also need to have better boundaries. It feels like separating like your work life from your home life. There's something about the woman in your family, Crystal M out of Crystal Mayberry out of Baltimore, who don't have really good boundaries and let too many people take advantage of them all the time. So you are someone that's supposed to break that. And Crystal, I feel like this is for Crystal M. I feel like you do that already. Like you're like, nope, I'm not available. But it seems like there's somewhere, maybe it's children, maybe it's younger siblings, but it feels like there's a lot of little money going out to too many people. And I'm also hearing, this is just kind of a general message for you, Crystal M out of Baltimore, is that you do need to plan better with your finances. There seems like there might be a big financial issue in the family in about 2 years that's going to really just like mess with everyone. So Crystal M out of Baltimore, they're saying one of your purposes this time is for money management and making sure that you're taking care and putting yourself first and those who are part of your care. That doesn't mean your cousins or your siblings. That's like you and your children, maybe a responsible parent who's growing old, but not like this whole family. So Crystal M, you're already in your purpose. Whatever you're doing for work, whatever you're doing in the community, however you're showing it for the people in your world, on purpose, but you do need to set these boundaries, tighten up the finances, and making sure that you are not taking on other people's stuff. Okay, because that's something that, to be honest, from what I'm seeing in a past life for you, Crystal M out of Baltimore, is that kind of got you caught up where you ended up going to prison because someone got you caught up in a scam in a past life. In another past life, you died. So there's someone in your family now, Crystal M, that you're connected to, or maybe it's your children's father's parents, if you have children, family, but there's someone that you're connected to who's caused you a lot of chaos in past lives, and they are back. Okay. The list is still open. Come on in, Kaya. The list is still open. So you want to make sure, Crystal M out of Baltimore, that you set those boundaries, especially around money, especially around taking on other people's stuff. Set those boundaries. Okay. I'm going to take a 5-second break here. I swear to God, I got to start doing my own juices again. Woo. This looks so weird. Oh, the wind is still coming from the fan. They don't have AC windows out here in Mexico. I'm like, I'm gonna have to import me a damn AC out of America and bring that shit back in my suitcase, because this don't make no sense, honey. Y'all got to stop this. Okay. Very good, Crystal. That's really, yes, Kaya. The list is still open. Kaya, the list is still open, and I got Lakeisha. If you guys need a general question, it's $25 also on axi.com. That list is available. Alrighty, we are now going to Sky P, then Carolyn CH, then Erica P, Linda D, Yvonne A, Lakeisha T. Linda D, let me know if you wanted a general question. If you do, that's fine. You pay $25. If not, then pay another $25, and that'll put you right at point for a what is your purpose reading. Okay, that'll put you right at point for that. Okay, Sky. This is for Sky. I love that name. Sky. Guys, if I haven't read for you, I just put your name down. Just say page, your name, and where you're located, okay? Because right now, I have to see where everyone is. This is for Sky M. I think Sky Marshall. Say paid and make sure I know where you are. Okay, Sky never did put down with Sky. Come back and tell me where you look. Oh, Long Island. Great. Okay, guys, if I haven't read you already, I got next. I'm going to do Sky, then Carolyn CH, Erica P, Linda D, Yvonne A, Lakeisha T. Make sure if I haven't read for you, I just put paid, your name again, and where you're located. Okay, because right now I'm having to scroll up the list. Okay. All righty, let's go into Sky. Sky, who is in Long Island. That's wonderful. Thank you. Sky, I remember your name. I don't remember your backstory. So let's see. Is Sky? No, Sky, you are not in your purpose at all. Sky. All right, Sky. I don't know if you went and like took. Okay, Sky. I feel like one of my posts that I wrote was kind of about you. So Sky. Okay, so you're not in your earthly purpose. She said, "Yes, I am not." No. Okay, Sky. That's good. You know. So Sky, you already know. I'm not going to waste your reading and talking about that you're not in your purpose. Here's what we got to do. Let's talk about what you can do. So Sky, your purpose is to live your life on your own terms. That is your earthly and your spiritual purpose, Sky, because what you're doing is you're living for other people. So maybe you went from living from the parents to then you're living for the man, then you're living for the community. Like you're living for everyone else. Everything about your life is a facade, Sky. You know what I'm saying? And you're not a bad person. I don't see you out here doing bad things, but you're not being true to who you are. So that is your divine, she said, your divine purpose, guys. You got to get back to you. You got to get back to you, Sky. You got to get back to you. Okay. Kaya P, I haven't gotten anything. I didn't get a payment from Kaya P. You got to get back to you, Sky. This is so vital. And Sky, I'm seeing depression at your ankle, Sky. Okay. I'm seeing depression at your ankle, Sky, because you are not living for you and you haven't you work at a steakhouse. Okay. So that's fine. You're working, you've got a job, whatever. But Sky, there's something that you were supposed to do there from a child. It feels like either singing, dancing, some sort of artistic way, and you got way off track. And I don't know if things happened to you, probably. But it's time for you to start living for you, Sky. The other thing I'm hearing, Sky, is if you've been thinking about just going back to school to like get like a hands-on trade so that you can bring your money up and then you do whatever you want to do after work, that'll work for you as well, Sky. But you need a big rearrangement. You're supposed to be doing something creative. That's what I keep getting, Sky. Whatever your purpose is. Oh, theater. You wanted to be an actress, of course. So Sky, let's see. Is theater? They're saying it's absolutely available to you. Theater, Sky, you have a hand for writing. I don't know how many of you guys remember with Issa Rae. Issa Rae used to have a show on YouTube called Awkward Black Girl. I lived for that show. That was the only time I ever saw myself as a Black woman who doesn't fit to particular boxes ever seen in media. She started with a YouTube show, and that was her second show. That show did well. Then she got signed by HBO. HBO put her on a shelf for a few years, and then all of a sudden she blew up. I feel like she went to the continent, got some work done, but good, whatever. That's just what I feel. But I say all that to say, Sky, is you have that same gift for writing like Issa. Sky, write your pieces, write your comedy, write whatever, get online and start putting that shit out there. And doors are going to open for you, Sky. You also have ability for comedic writing. So Sky, let's get into our purpose. Don't waste time. Doors are opening for you, because if you don't kind of start to move, you just got to move in that direction, Sky. If you don't start to move into that direction in the next 8 months, I don't know, you just get depressed. I just see you getting through a horrible depression, and it just feels like you don't get out of it. It like fucks your life up. All right. So if I've scared you enough, good. Let's get it together. Come on. You got you got a lot of fortune waiting on you. I want to pull one card. And you need new friends, Sky. You need new friends. You need to network with new people. You in Long Island, come out to the city, meet creatives. There's also an opportunity for you in DC, something with Howard University. Okay, Carolyn CH. Let's see where you are. Okay, Linda, I got you. I saw it. Thank you. Okay, Tavon Carson. Okay, we got Tavon C. Oh, Audrey. Hey, Audrey. We got Tavon C. And we got Audrey A. Lord, I might have to do 2 sessions of this. Don't fail me now, energy. Okay, I'm seeing it. All right, so let's go to Carolyn CH. Guys, if you've already paid, but I haven't read for you, please go ahead and put in the notes. Hey, Audrey, okay, just say paid and then put the location you're in. If I haven't read for you, even if you already wrote the comment earlier, rewrite paid, your name that you paid under, your first name, and then your location, okay? Because right now I'm having to scroll back. Right now I'm looking for Carolyn CH. and I don't know who that is. And I need to connect to your energy. Okay, Carolyn Choice, got it. Carolyn is in Culver City, California. I see you, Audrey. Just tell me where you're located, Audrey, okay? Guys, put paid, the name you paid under, and the city you're located. So, okay, Carolyn CH is in Culver City. I have to drink 17 different types of liquids just to keep my electrolytes balanced. It took me years to recognize that, especially when it's hot. I'm gonna have to fix this heat situation. It's so funny when I'm not when I'm not reading, I can be pretty much in any damn temperature, not too cold, but when I'm reading, baby, I got a fan, I have a humidifier, air purifier, fresh juice, electrolytes, water, Red Bull, because I'm trying to keep all my energy balanced. It takes a lot because I'm moving electrolytes out the body, lymphatic system, all my systems are on it. All right, Carolyn Choice out of Culver City. So let's see what Carolyn. Okay, Carolyn. So it's interesting that you're in Culver City. So Carolyn, you definitely were supposed to be working in Hollywood. I'm definitely getting that you were a writer. I feel like you stop and start. So Carolyn, if you could confirm for me that you do already work in Hollywood, that you are either a writer or producer, you are in your purpose to an extent, Carolyn, but also not. So I feel like if you already work in Hollywood, you may not be quite where you're supposed to be in Hollywood, or where you're supposed to be writing, Carolyn, or maybe you just live in the right location, but it's something where there's like a mismatch, like you're kind of in and you're kind of not. So Carolyn, your purpose in this lifetime is to write content, to create stories. Carolyn, you are a storyteller. You are a story keeper. There are ancient stories that are supposed to come through you from your bloodline. Carolyn, your divine and earthly purpose is supposed to meet through storytelling. Carolyn, if you're having any blocks in California, because it's a weird energy with you in California, in Culver City, in Hollywood, that doesn't really work for your spirit, then look at bases in Canada where there's work happening. I'm hearing Germany. I'm hearing Atlanta. And even New York. So Carolyn, it may be that instead of TV, you're supposed to go to theater. You know what I mean? Or if you do film, maybe it's like you're working. You're kind of that's why they're saying one in, one out. I get it now. So Carolyn, you're on path in terms of being a creative. If you are a creative, if not, you're supposed to be a creative, someone who does writing and producing. But the community that you're surrounded with, both the friends that are chosen as well as the community in which you live in, isn't really a match. So Carolyn, if this is speaking to your soul, then you need to shift. Even you don't necessarily have to move, but maybe you just start reaching out to people in different parts of the world, because where you are, there's just like blockages all around, Carolyn. Okay, there's just like blockages all around. But Carolyn, I do see you getting on path in the next 2 years, not a writer or in Hollywood. So you're supposed to be, Carolyn. Why? Carolyn, what do you do for a living right now? Can you tell me? I want to just stay on this for a second, because that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're a storyteller. That's part of your purpose. What do you do right now, Carolyn? What do you do right now? Next, we got Erica P, Linda D, Yvonne A, Lakeisha T, Tavon C, Audrey A. I'm gonna wait on Carolyn to get back to me. Lakaya, did you pay? Okay, Lakaya. Okay. I'm gonna answer Lakaya's question really quickly because it's just a quick question, and then I just want Carolyn to come back. Carolyn, what do you do for a living? I want to stay on this for 2 seconds. In the meantime, I'm gonna answer Lakaya's question and move it out my way. Okay. Kaya says, if I move to Arizona with my sister, Michaela, how will things be? I see you loving Arizona, Kaya. I see you and Michaela getting along for about a year. So if you know you can get yourself together in a year and move out on your own, Lakaya, that's what I see. Lakaya, I see you got 1 year to be cool with your sister. After that, I don't see you guys getting along. So if all doors are opening up for you to go to Arizona, Lakaya, that is fine. But just know that after a year, you're going to have to move out on your own and either get a roommate or get your own thing going, okay? Because you and your sister ain't going to make it after 12 months. Y'all will be in there putting each other in jail because y'all be fighting. You're a test administrator. Oh, you're a test administrator. Okay. Okay, Vonnie, just go to Axi.com and you can pay. So on Axi.com, you have 3 options to pay. You can pay for your What is Your Purpose reading for $49. You can get a general quest reading for $25. All of that's on the menu. as well as you can get the Open the Road guide candle ritual for $12. Okay. So Carolyn, you're supposed to be Carolyn. If the creative is calling you, if you used to write books when you were younger, if you're a writer, you watch a lot of films, you really are a storyteller. You're supposed to move into writing, and you're in where these things happen in Culver City. So I don't know if you were just raised there or born there, but for whatever reason, you were placed there. So you need to be leaning towards that. Okay. But a test administrator is not really, it's okay because you are like a steward of people, but that's not really your purpose. Okay. All right. We're going to go to Erica P. Hello, my darling. I miss you. How are you? Erica is one of my longstanding clients. Zakia, make sure that you are just going through their customer service, any customer service questions here. Okay. 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 Audrey, you're in Fort Lauderdale. Okay. Is this the Audrey that I used to work with? I'm assuming it is because I've never heard that name outside of Audrey Allen, but let me know. Okay. Okay. All right. That's wonderful. Okay. Let's go to Erica P. Okay. Erica P. Erica Pulley's in New York City. Let's see. Okay, Yvonne, I see you have a purpose and a general question. Yvonne, when I get to you, just you can drop your general question then, okay? I'll let you know when I'm coming. So again, we got Erica P, Linda D, Yvonne, Lakeisha, Tavon, Audrey A, and Lakaya. Oh, Lakaya I've already done, so Lakaya is done, okay? Lakaya is done. Okay. Yeah, Linda, I got you, Linda D. I saw that second payment. Thank you. Okay, Erica, let's get into it. Erica, so you are definitely in your purpose, as you know. First of all, your ancestors are very proud of you, Erica. They're very proud of you. They're so proud of you. There's a bunch of people in your family, your ancestral line, even your current family, who never got a chance to be a creative, never got a chance to be a business owner, though they have the gift. Your gift for creativity. Now, Erica, what I see for you is you're about to expand your purpose. You're about to expand your creativity. So I'm seeing like opportunities coming up in different parts of the world, maybe opportunities to work with Broadway, but somebody finds you. You need to like expose what you do more online. Like actually what they're saying now, part of your purpose is now, Erica, and I know you probably don't want to hear this, is to kind of become an influencer in your space where you take people behind the scenes with what you do. You're supposed to usher in a new group of creatives. And when you start to do that, film people are going to start reaching out to you. Like all kind of different creatives are going to start reaching out to you to work with you. This is for Erica P out of New York City. Okay. So this is the time that you expand your world and let people into your world, Erica. And if you feel like, oh, I'm really shy, I don't know how to do that, then hire a content creator coach who can show you how to show your world without necessarily putting your personal business out there. You don't have to. You don't even always have to put your face. You can just put like your hands. But if there's a group of people, there's a community and also a spiritual kind of divinity that's waiting for you to expand. There's something that where your creativity is just going to expand in a way that is like very sacred. But there's also people that you're supposed to influence, Erica. There's supposed to be young people supposed to go, oh, I like that. I want to do that. I want to be like that girl. So Erica, let's get ourselves out there, and there's way more money for you to make. If anybody's having any issues with their sound on YouTube, turn me off and turn me back on. Turn me off and turn me back on. Is that a song? I feel like that's a reggae song. Am I just remembering something from the past? Maya Ferber, what's up, mama? Can't wait to see you soon. Okay, so that was for you, for Erica P. I'm excited for you, and congratulations on being in your purpose. And this is both your divine spiritual purpose. Erica, one thing, they do want you to do some spiritual work. So you should get like a meditation certification. There's something around like mental fortitude, rapid. What is it called? It's something around reprogramming the mind and the mental state and meditation and breath work. So if you've been thinking about getting into breath work, Erica, you would also do well as a breath work coach, but it would also help you subconsciously and consciously. Also, you might be moving soon. All right, Linda Dada. So we got Linda D, Yvonne A. Yvonne, go ahead and drop your general question as well right now. Lakeisha T, Tavon C, Audrey A. Okay, and I have room for more. So if you want to jump on, come on in. And if you want a general question or a spirit message, just go back to axi.com and drop 25 and just say paid and spirit message or paid, and then ask your question. Okay, let's go over to Linda D. Linda is in Jamaica, New York. want to know, what is Linda's purpose? Is Linda blocked in her purpose? So Linda got a few levels for you here. Let's get into it. You're welcome, Linda. Got you. You got it, Erica. That's great. Erica, show up, show up, show up big. Get on there and do content creating. Make Erica, that your energy, your spirit, you're supposed to be a star in your space, Erica. You're supposed to be in like books and fashion schools. That's what they're, I mean, this is amazing. I'm so glad I did this type of reading. This is amazing because I've been reading for Erica for years. And it's the first time I received this message for her. Erica, you're supposed to be famous in what you do. By the way, whoever works in fashion, I got some of my fashion friends on here. You guys know that Anna Wintour has left Vogue. Mm-hmm. That was a bit. That's Anna Wintour. You got in the same year. You got the Pope died, who opened up all them demonic portals, and you got Anna Wintour leaving Vogue. I don't know about you guys. I used to work in fashion. Believe it or not, I don't dress like it anymore, but I do. I know how to dress. I just got to get my shit together. But Anna Wintour used to always make Black women look bad on the cover. She didn't make Beyonce look bad, but she did not make Beyonce look fabulous. How you fucking up Beyonce? I mean, come on now. Her leaving is iconic, and I do think that it's going to open up a lot more. Social media has changed the landscape of these powerhouse, iconic industries that are very like whitewashed, racist, sexist. Let's just call it what the fuck it is. And so with these people exiting, and social media being, you know, the social media hotness happens. You know how they were saying all the kids on TikTok, all the Black kids was making the dances, they started getting copied and not getting money. So it's really, for these brands and these businesses to stay alive, they're going to need fresh energy. So that opens up a lot of doors. Okay. So that's where you're going to slide in, Erica. You're going to become, you're on track to become quite famous in your space, and it's going to expand. All right. So Linda, here's what we got for you, Linda. Yeah. Linda, you know, and I'm gonna have a replay up of this, guy. So if you missed it or you need to, a lot of you guys should listen to these again and again because you're gonna need to meditate on it, and also listen to the whole replay just because there might be messages there for you that's for someone else that you like. That kind of resonates, especially for people who are not in their purpose. So Linda, here's the deal. So some of the things you've done are in your purpose, Linda, but a lot of things are not. So number one, Linda, having your children absolutely in your purpose. But you've partnered with someone, Linda, that I hope you have your headphones on. You've partnered with someone who just stops you from moving forward with things you really want to do. I feel like there have been many things you've been wanting to do, Linda. Like actually what I'm hearing, part of your divinity purpose, your earthly purpose kind of aligns is to work in the culinary arts. You are supposed to work in the culinary arts. You're creative in that way. And I don't know if that resonates with you, but I feel like the person you're partnered with kind of stops you from moving forward. Of course, no one really stops us unless they put a gun to our head. We do make that choice to go, okay, and bow down. We have to be honest about that. Okay. But if any of that resonates for you, Linda, you have to move into what you really want to do. If you don't move into what you really want to do over the next 18 to 24 months, I just see you moving. You just get stuck. Your money slows down. Your energy slows down. She says it does resonate. Everything slows down. So Linda, I feel like there's something you want to do now. There's something you like, oh, I really want to try that. It could be content. It could be something, anything, but that is part of your life purpose. Part of your big life purpose is not to let other people stop you, Linda, from living your dreams. Also, Linda, they want you to stop stopping and starting so much and come out of victimhood. So in this lifetime, your hero's journey, Linda, you should look that up. That's a writing technique. What is the hero's journey? Is you've got to stop sitting in any type of victimhood. It's very easy to sit in victimhood. But when we sit in victimhood, we bring our vibration down. So things that are supposed to be taking us up out of higher vibrations can't get to us. Like sometimes I can sit and think about all the things that happened to me, and my angels are like, listen, you got 15 arrows pointing at you, just waiting for you to go down some sort of depressive slope so they can just come at you with spiritual attacks. And I have to keep my vibration high, which means I can't sit in victim mode. I can't be like, oh, this happened to me. They did this to me. And they're doing it. They're doing shit to me now. I just can't do it because it lowers my vibration. And then my spirit team can't help me. My creativity doesn't come in. The love of my life can't find me because I'm not sitting in the right frequency. So Linda, you got to get out of that victimhood. And you also have got to stop cowering And Linda, you need to do a lot of root chakra work. Okay, wear red, listen to root chakra meditations. Okay, work with some sort of yoni crystal like a red carnelian, shove it up your pum pum, and sleep with that overnight. Okay, but Linda, you've got to stop living for other people. Now we're going into Yvonne A. Excellent, Linda. I love it. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Let's go into Yvonne A. Yvonne, you're in Virginia. Okay. And then you got your general question. Thank you, Yvonne. When is a good day to put in a 2 weeks notice to leave my current job? All right. That's a good question. Yvonne paid for a general question and a life purpose. I'm going to start with her general question. Let me meditate on that for a second. When is a good date? Maybe like the 19th of the month. Whatever you do, Yvonne, make sure that whatever your last check was that you got before you tell them, make sure that you're able to be good on that last check, because I see them doing you dirty, Yvonne. We've been talking about this job for a minute. I see them doing you dirty where they're like, oh, you give me your 2 weeks. That's cool. And they try to give you a bunch of work and then they still push you out early and try to make it seem like they fired you or some weird shit. Sorry. So Yvonne, you might just want to like send them a text on Friday and be like, hi guys, I've decided to leave. I'm sorry I'm leaving so abruptly, but things have shifted a lot. I have some family stuff going on. I won't be returning to work. I've closed out everything I need to do. But if you're like, look, I still want to end on a high note, just be prepared for them to fuck you over no matter what date you do. So that 2 weeks, make sure that 2 weeks is like, you're not waiting on that next check, because they're going to be really funky about the check. Legally, I see they have to give you the check, but it might be delayed. It might be short. There's something funky. Okay, that was for Yvonne. All right. Let me get a second here. Whenever I do these readings, some of these times I need to have like a catheter so that I can you just use the bathroom and not get up, because I don't drink like a gallon of shit. And I was working today earlier. Guys, you can find me on TikTok over at Psychic Zaya. I'm gonna get my TikTok together. You guys see I'm ramping up, right? I'm online more. I took the past year off to just kind of reclaim my energy. I needed that after doing 8 years of phone readings. I'm so sorry that I'm not able to do phone readings anymore, but I'm so happy that I'm not on them phones. That's why I can do this. I couldn't do anything else outside my business with those phone readings. That energy was so much. It took so much. Okay. Yeah, your job is a mess, Vonnie. Fuck them. Anyway, you got a new job. Moving along. Okay. All right. So let's see what your purpose is. I use the bells to clear energy, because when I'm in her energy, but I'm moving into a different part of her energy. So if you guys ever feel stagnant in your home, or you've had people, like if you don't have sage, or you've had people over that you don't want in your home, or it's just arguments, or the energy just feels weird, just get you a bell. Ain't gotta be fancy. Ain't gotta be fancy. I've heard beautiful bells. This bell's all right. It's all right. I want to get like a $500 bell, like some shit from like was blessed by the hands of God and the fucking angels and the magical elves out of some place I can't pronounce. But and if as readers or light workers, you ever feel like energy, or you've ever had an argument, just go around the top of your head, the front of your body. You can go underneath your feet, underneath your armpits, underneath your like. And if you have children, this is a good way to clear their energy before they go to bed. Back of the neck. Go around the house ringing a bell, clapping your hands. You know what I mean? You can blow your like sage or your Palo Santo. And you can say your Psalms, whoever you pray to, or just say, motherfuckers, I don't belong here. Got to get the fuck up out of here. You know what I mean? However you want to do it. Okay. Some days I'm spicy. Some days I'm nicey. Whatever. All right. Let's get into it. All right. So Yvonne, Yvonne, you are in your earthly purpose, right? You are working in, actually. So Yvonne, you are, like we now discussed, because I did this in your year-long outlook. You are a herbalist. You are a healer. So here's what you have a little bit, Yvonne. So you went into the healing space, but you're in the chemical side of things, which we're about to find out in a very short amount of time. We're about to find out in a very short amount of time that is not that ain't it. Okay, so Yvonne, you need to move into, which is both your earthly and your divine purpose. You do need to move more into that herbal medicine space, that healing space. That is it. What I do feel, Yvonne, and you're not going to love this, is that as long as you kind of stay in that chemical space, it's kind of not good for your soul contract at this time. And what that means is you're not living up to your soul divinity. You're doing your earthly thing. You're getting a check. but you are supposed to move into the healing space where you work more with natural medicine, Yvonne. So that's something that if we talked about it, if that really resonates with you, start getting into that. Once you move to Texas, you get everything set up. You could even start with having a garden, Yvonne, having a garden and growing herbs and different plants. You need to do that. And then starting to learn about tinctures and healing, because you're on the wrong side of healing. Or I don't want to say wrong. I don't want to say that, but you could be on a better side of healing, natural healing. That's for Yvonne. Okay. So Yvonne, that's, and I think that's why, Yvonne, when you go to these jobs, you also may have issues with the people there, because if your vibration is sort of like not on, if your vibration is one of a healer that works with the earth, works in Mother Earth, works with energy or emotional space. Okay, AJ, I got you, Artisha. Then you won't resonate with the people that work in the chemical space that are all in on that type of medicine. There's Western medicine, Eastern medicine. It's interesting. I won't get into the politics of all that. That's not for me to do at this time. Okay. So, okay. So Yvonne, does that make sense? Let me know. Okay. So Yvonne, moving more into natural medicine, that's where you're going to bridge what you're doing. So you're not completely off. It's just on the wrong side of the street of the healing space. Okay, Yvonne? Now let me see here. Amanda said, I'm confused. I'm in my purpose, but I'm not doing anything with animals or nature. Currently, I used to, but I believe I'm building back, but then earthly is always whatever you want. So broad. No, that's not what I said, Amanda. Go back and listen to it. I said, as long as, I think I added something. I can't. I'm not on your reading anymore. Okay, but Amanda, go back and listen to it later for the replay. Go back. Some of these things, guys, you got to go back and listen to it. If you're still confused, Amanda, slide in my DMs on IG and tell me what I said, but go back and listen to it. Okay. I said, you're supposed to be working. So you said you did work with animals and nature. So go back to that. I don't remember what I said, but I think some of you guys, as long as you're not in like negative or low vibration environments. Okay. Okay. All right. So now we're moving on to Lakeisha T. Okay. Lakeisha T. She's in Jersey. Okay. AJ's from Queens. That's fine. Okay. Lakeisha, let's get into Lakeisha's energy. Okay. Okay, Lakeisha, this is interesting. So your earthly purpose, what you're doing, I know she's an accountant, is fine. As long as it's something that you enjoy, that's fine. Your spiritual purpose, though, Lakeisha, is self-love. They want you to pour love into yourself, but at the deeper soul level. There's, I know you work out, I know you do certain things, but they're saying your spiritual divine purpose is self-love. How can I say it? You're going to go through a dark night of the soul in the next, like a little bit, Lakeisha. And so there's something that there's things about in your subconscious that are still swimming around, Lakeisha, that you have to get to the bottom of, that are sort of like not getting you fully into your self-love vibration, but you are headed there. The other thing I'm hearing too, Lakeisha, is that in this lifetime, you are supposed to be someone that is supposed to take your knowledge of finances and knowledge of money and invest and move to a certain level of wealth, to be honest. And so if you've been scared to kind of do that, or if you've been humming and hawing about it, or if you're not like sure you want to do certain things, they're saying take that leap of faith and start to build financial wealth for yourself. Okay. Start to build that out for yourself, because that's something you're supposed to do. But really this self-love, there's something with this self-love. Let me see if I can get a little bit deeper for you on that. This is for Lakeisha T out of New Jersey. These cards are getting there, like kind of. Let me see about these other cards. Hold on a minute. There's something about this self-love. Hold on, Key. Hold on, Keisha. Give me a second. So for some of you who are saying it doesn't resonate, remember some of the stuff that I'm mentioning especially when we're talking about your spiritual purpose. It's like you guys are not quite on the path, and some things are coming in a little bit later. Some of this stuff is a little bit, when we're talking about the purpose, this is why I said the earthly purpose and the spiritual purpose, because I was directed by spirit, because it's different. So like if you would have told me 15 years ago I was going to be a reader and all these things, I'd have laughed and laughed, because I had a pretty decent career in fashion. I did well for myself in fashion. Okay. So I didn't think that this would happen. But if someone, said, oh, your spiritual purpose is to actually be like a spiritual thought leader, blah, 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 you have all these spiritual gifts, I wouldn't know what the hell they were talking about. Okay. Okay, so that's so for some of you guys it's not going to resonate just yet, but also please go back and listen to it, because I am giving a lot of information to you. And as far as it resonate, other people's readings resonate, you remember I just said a few minutes ago, I said listen to everybody's reading, go back and listen to the whole replay, because these messages are crossing over for different people. Okay, MB, what's your question around your love life? I need a question. Or is it a spirit message? Okay. All righty, let's see. Okay, so Yvonne, so Lakeisha, I just want to see what they're saying about this self-love. What's diligence? Should not be diligent. Self-love. Security. Oh, I see. Okay. And happiness. Okay, that's what it is. So what I'm getting for you, Lakeisha, is interesting. So in terms of self-love, what I'm getting from these cards, right? The happiness came in, security and delight, is that sometimes it seems like there are things that you may want to do for yourself, Lakeisha, and you may put others first too much, or you may lean into more of the glass half empty sort of mindset, right? So it's not like it's completely stopping your whole world, but it's like you're not doing enough, you're not living enough for yourself fully. And it could be as simple as maybe there are things that people will say to you in your family or whatever, where you just kind of go, okay, I'm going to turn my head on that, or I'm not going to pay attention to that, or I'm not going to speak up the way I want to speak up about certain things just to keep the peace. But when you do things like that, it's like you're telling yourself, I don't love yourself, because you're not standing in your power and you're not demanding that your needs be met, truly met, or that you're respected in a certain way. Lakeisha, you'll know what I'm saying. You'll get what I'm saying, where you're like, okay, I may just keep the peace, or I'm not going to say that, or maybe you do speak out at certain points, but then you're still folding in the end and not getting what you need. And this feels like both at work, both at with family, and both in your love life. Whenever we have an issue around people pleasing or overly cooperating, it's because we have to do some healing, and we have to do some self-love. We have to learn some boundaries. So, okay, so that's your purpose. And sometimes, like I said, you guys, sometimes your purpose will be really like huge. You're supposed to be like famous in this, and then some people, the purpose is at a soul level, where it's like you need to learn some boundaries. And for some people, it's like you got to go talk to the trees. Everybody's purpose is different. Sometimes certain, purpose, she says, oh, wow. Sometimes certain purposes seem really fancy and sexy, and some of them are small. But remember, I don't believe this is our first lifetime. So you may have conquered a whole bunch of other shit in 100 lifetimes. And one last thing you have to deal with is this one thing, self-love. And self-love is huge. She says, I totally understand what you mean. Okay, Lakeisha, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Okay. Monique, I got you. Okay. Let's go to Artisha. I got you for your general one. And Monique, I got you for your general one. Okay. So we're going to go. Let me take a little water here. Water. Woo. Okay. I have Tavon C for a purpose reading, Audrey A purpose reading. Then I have Artisha for a general question, Monique B for a general question. You're welcome, Keisha. Okay. Let's go to Tavon. Tavon, where are you located? Okay. I know Audrey's in Fort Lauderdale. If you guys, every time I want to turn the attention, sometimes I'm gonna have to wait. Vani, go deeper with your spirit team and ask them about why is the timing off. But I do think this move to Texas is going to help. and go into nature a lot, Vonnie. Join a hiking club. It might just be the wrong location. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to just see where Tavon C is. She's in Austin, Texas. Okay, so Tavon Audrey. If anybody else wants a reading, come on and slide in now. Come on and slide in. If you want a general reading or a purpose reading, come on and slide in. Okay, so Tavon C is in Austin, and Tavon C's purpose. Yeah, you have some ancestral heritage in Texas, Vonnie, that's like in past lives. Texas is very powerful for you. You actually are, Yvonne, going to be connecting with folks out of Louisiana. You're about to move into your like full-on mystic era. They know where they're sending you. You're going to be connecting with folks out of New Orleans and Louisiana. You're probably going to buy some land out in Louisiana in a couple of years. All right, let's see. Thank you, Tavon. You're in Austin, Texas. So let's see Tavon's purpose. Any blocks now? Tavon, can you tell me what you do for a living right now? Okay, Lakaya. I think you have. Lakaya, did you send a second question? Tavon, tell me what you do for a living right now, please, my darling. Since I only have Audrey, so I have a little bit of breathing room. If you guys paid for a second general question, then please put that in. Then please put that, say second question, Jen, and then your name and then your question, okay? Thank you all for working with me on the administrative level. Thank you. I want to say shout out to Zakia Walker. She's been working on and off with me pretty much since I started, which is now almost 10 years. She worked with me on all platforms. Okay. While we wait on Tavon to answer, I'm going to answer Lakaya's quick question. What size hustle streams of income does Spirit see me being lucrative for me? Need more money to move out. Okay, I got you, Kaya. Kaya, I'm hearing freelance writing, maybe AI writing. Oh, you're a proofreader, Tavon. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, that's great. AI writing, Lakaya. Also, I'm hearing Uber Eats. Just as a side hustle. Lakaya, if you do anything with hair, beauty, nails, lashes, that also would do really well for you. And I'm also here, Lakaya. I know there's work. I forgot what it's called, where like you can work with elders, where you go pick up their prescriptions and drop them off. You like a prescription dropper offer. Also, Lakaya, elder sitting with elders. And finally, they're saying even like cutting grass and like clearing like people's sidewalks and stuff like that, Lakaya, that could work. And personal shopper again for elders. So there's some opportunity there for you, Lakaya, to like, you could even just go around with flyers in your neighborhoods to elder care places and say, hey, I'm a young woman. I have my car. I can take people shopping for groceries. I can do this. I can do that. And people will pay you money, girl. They'll pay you because they'll just like your spirit, especially if you go around elders of color and stuff like that and go to their families. You can make a lot of money doing that. We're going to definitely have to like not get back to, but expand how we make money over these next 10 years. Okay, that was a great question. So I'm going to go over to Tavon. This is for Tavon C. Let's get into her energy. Tavon, it's interesting. Like I'm in your energy. I'm like, they have me go into a kitchen. You're in a kitchen, and I see you as a little girl, then as a young woman, and it's like you're frozen in time, Tavon. And so what I'm getting is, I do get that it's like you're blocked, but it's like you're blocking yourself, Tavon. So this is a really esoteric message. So hang in there with me. Sometimes they're more esoteric. I'm fully channeling right now. So Tavon, you're like stuck. It's like you're blocked. It's like you're scared to move in any direction. I'm seeing like an elder, and I'm seeing a little girl. So what I feel like is there's a lot of chatter in your subconscious mind where people have sort of told you what you can and cannot do. You've been limited by the thoughts and the fears of others. Also, Tavon, if you're someone that's very close to the maternal people in your life and they're older, you're catering too much to them. So like if you're someone that says, oh, I want to move to a whole nother part of the world and I want to do these various things that are very different, and they go, no, you're going to die. Something's going to happen. No, you have to stay here. If that resonates, that shit is holding you up. It's blocking you. You got to stop doing that. Okay. The other thing I'm getting to, Tavon, is that it's coming down to you need to break this energy of, you definitely need to do this open road ritual in 30 days. There's an energy around you of fear, but it's not yours. It's like people around you, but it's become your covering, where you're like, you play it small and you play it safe. That is taking you out of all your purposes, your earth purpose and your divine purpose. You said you're a proofreader, that's fine, but you're also a writer. You're also someone that's like supposed to like do something like, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know, translator, maybe like a government agent that translates. Like you are supposed to be working with the written word for sure and the spoken word for sure, but at a much larger level and also at an enterprise level and also at a creative level, Tavon. So the number one thing that Spirit needs you to know to get into your purpose is to, one, to start living for yourself, two, start doubting yourself, and three, if you are overly connected to the matriarchal line, if you have elders or people around you who kind of live from a fear basis, they don't want to change things, then you need to stop listening to them. That's for Tavon. The other thing I'm seeing, Tavon, is you need to move more into the creative field. So I know you're there in Austin. It's a big music city. Start just getting more into the creative field. Maybe learn how to take up piano, like writing music. Actually, Tavon, if you learn how to write music, like write like piano music, different music, that would really open up chambers. You need to open up chambers and expand yourself. There's a company on YouTube called Meditative Mind. On YouTube, they have meditations. Listen to their meditations, Tavon. Like listen to their different chakra meditations while you're sleeping, in the morning, while you're in the shower. Play it really loud and just say, please open the road to my true purpose. Your true purpose is bigger than what you're doing. Definitely on point with working with the written word, but not in the way that you're currently doing it. Also, Tavon, it feels like you do have a hand for like working with guitar, working with instruments. It's something with music, writing music, not just songs, but like writing the music, like, you know, making the tracks, you know what I mean? So if this resonates on any level, Tavon, even if this was something you did when you're younger, and especially the part of you kind of let other people put too much of their impression and their fear on you, then you have to release that. Okay. You would do really well getting this. And I'm not just saying this just to sell it to you. You do need to get this open road ritual with the 30-day journal prompt, because you're like stuck from other people's stuff. Okay, that was for Tavon. Let's move into Audrey. What's up, girl? So you are in Fort Lauderdale. That's crazy. I was living in Hollywood and South Beach during the pandemic, kind of, and also New York. Artisha, we got you, and then Lakaya and Monique B. Lakaya, we're going to come in for your second question. Oh, I did your second question. Okay. I'm glowing. Thank you, Audrey. Oh, we got to catch up, Audrey. It's been a minute. How's the hubby? You guys, I used to work for Audrey. She used to do promotions for different liqueur companies. And I've got Audrey. I've known you most of my life now that I think about it, because we actually knew each other from Trish, right? We met through Trish and stuff like that. So like Audrey's been like, she and I have been friends, you know, we're not close friends anymore, but we've known each other for a few decades. Oh, good, Tavon. Tavon says it really resonates. The writing, the fear, plain small. Tavon, you're probably going to cry tonight. I can feel you emotionally. I'm really glad you came and got this reading for yourself, because it's enough. Let's just talk about this for a minute, right? Let's just talk about these elders, people who mean well. I haven't forgot you, Audrey. I got you, Artisha and Monique. I haven't forgot you, but you guys, a lot of things are shifting. The world is shifting so much over these next 10 years, how we make money, how we live, where we live, how we marry, everything. I mean, everything is shifting. This is a time to go for what you really want, right? This is a time to go for what you really want. We're really in some really interesting times where it can feel fatalistic. It can feel like, is this all there is? What's happening is we're all being pushed into our next spot. Okay, Amanda H., I see you with the general question. We're being pushed into where we're supposed to go. Each and every one of us are being pushed. We're being tested. We're being stretched at this time. Okay, great, Tavon. Go for the screenwriting. Go for it. You're on point with the writing, but don't. And Tavon, don't talk to them. So I want to tell you guys, if you're someone like Tavon who kind of, listens to your family or your lover, listen, I don't listen to a fucking soul when it comes to what I want to do, except for my spirit team. Now, my spirit team say, hey, let's not do that now. And even then, sometimes, but don't let other people talk you out of what you want to do. They don't know your plan. The meeting was between you and Father, Mother, God. You know what I mean? Don't talk to them unless they are where you want to be. So like if you want to be the next whatever and you get a chance to sit down, you want to be the next Oprah, and you get a chance to sit down with Oprah, yeah, listen, whatever Oprah tell you to do, fucking do that shit. Long as she ain't being no hater. Okay? And trying to give you negative information. So still be mindful, use discernment, but don't let other people try to tell you how to live your life, because a lot of times people who are over a certain age, and I'm not trying to be funny because I'm not like some young little whatever, but they don't know because the way that they lived and the way that they made money or the way that they built community or built community and family has shifted a lot. Now there's some gems there, don't get me wrong. Like I definitely feel like people back in the day were better at building family and community to an extent, but we know there was a lot of trauma there too to keep the peace, right? So there's just new ways. It's just new ways of living your life, and you need to live it on your new terms. And if you fall on your ass, you fall on your ass. You get up and you learn. I have lived around the world, y'all, so many times. There's been times I go somewhere and I just do not like it. And I got to spend a lot of money to move the hell up out of there. And I just say, okay, this is what it is. I just have to do it. Now I have to stop doing it because I am getting older and I need to save some fucking money out of this motherfucker. But still, I don't like when I went to Vietnam to live in Vietnam years ago, before people were going there, I'm talking about 11 years ago, my uncle, may he rest wherever the fuck he belongs, was like, oh, you're going to Vietnam. They don't like black people. They killed us. La, 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 la. And starts taking out his Vietnam shit from when he was in the war. Bro, it's like 90 years later. What the fuck are you talking about? I had the best time. Vietnamese people treated me so beautifully. Asia is my favorite continent. If I would, this man went in for like 5 or 6 days. Like he would call me, text me, you need to come up here. At the time I was living in Brooklyn, come to the Bronx, come have dinner. So he could like be in my ear. Don't go over there. The government's going to be watching you. Out here. I'm so glad I did that. And then I ended up moving out there. Best decision I ever made in my life. So listen, yeah. And you know what I started doing after that? I didn't start telling them where I was. Okay, I don't tell them where I was until I got where I was. And then I would email, hey, yeah, I'm in this country. Here's a contact for somewhere you can find me if you need to find me. Peace. I don't do it. And they don't even know where I am now. Good. Okay. Now, so there we have that. Let's get into Audrey. Audrey, what are you doing during this time for work? Why you tell me that? I'm already picking up energy anyway, Audrey. So Audrey, what I'm picking up right now in terms of your purpose is kind of like you're a little bit out of your purpose now. So Audrey, you're going to your next purpose. So in the past, Audrey, you were somewhat of a social butterfly, a businesswoman. You got married. You just explored and kind of lived life on your terms, though you didn't really live in your full essence. So what's happening now for you, Audrey, is that it's like all of the things that you've done in the past, whether it's personal or professional, you're about to use it to build something very masterful. I see land with tiny houses on it. So you may be going into investment properties if you're not already, but you're about to take all of your skill sets from the past and start to build something new. And that's going to be taking place. It's going to roll out really slowly over the next 2 years and then pick up speed between 2 and 5 years, Audrey. But right now, what I'm definitely, she said, left marketing, not much. Right. So that's what I feel like. You're in that reset energy right now, Audrey. So this is important for you, Audrey, to script out what you want. Write down what you want. And for you, Audrey, I wouldn't worry so much about the monies as more the lifestyle. Like I remember you definitely were someone that was really on some, I'm going to take time for me way before that became a thing, right? Like I remember you never was someone that rushed. You just did certain things the way you needed to do it and you just moved forward. And so you may end up finding that you actually, or you may find that you work in wellness. You may become a breath coach, a yoga coach. You may start to take there's this thing called forest bathing. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. But basically, people go out and sit in nature. I was like, maybe I'll become a forest bathing coach. But I don't know. I'm black. I don't know about sitting in them fucking woods and shit like that. You know what I mean? You got the KKK on one hand, the beers on the other. I don't fucking know. But I like the idea of like sitting in nature. I hug trees now. I'm a hippie. I do hug trees. You know what I mean? They talk to me. I feel them in my energy. So Audrey, you're moving into your next space. Audrey, go to the ocean a lot. There's mermaid spirits there. There's mer spirits there. There's spirits that want to talk to you, Audrey, and start scripting what you really want. Your soul at this time, because you're moving into more of your divine purpose, but it is going to be pulling from some of your earthly experiences, is to really find yourself, Audrey, and say, what really makes me happy? What really drives me? And it doesn't have to be something you always do for money, but ideally you're moving into more of this career that opens you up. The other thing, Audrey, I'm getting very clearly, and they want you to feel okay about this, is not, you're not someone that's supposed to be working too hard, Audrey. Like, you're not supposed to be like laboring out and shuffling. Like, you're not someone that's supposed to be doing a whole lot of physical things. You really are someone that just needs to have a lot of time to yourself. Okay, so for you, Audrey, like, maybe that's why I'm seeing these tiny houses. Looks like you invest with 3 or 4 people, where you go in and you kind of have a semi-passive income, and then you're just kind of traveling and chilling and journaling, and just you're really in this lifetime is supposed to kind of live almost like a goddess, where you're not working too much. There's not a whole lot of slave labor, because that's also something your ancestors want you to break. It's like a curse on your ancestors. Like, I feel like a lot of women and men in your life and your family, Audrey, have had to like work really hard, really hard, and really physical labor. And that you may or may not be able to confirm that for me. And if that's true, your job is to clear that energy, where it's like, listen, I've built some wealth income streams and we're chilling. Okay. So being an introvert, then being a breathwork coach, or creating streams of income where you don't really have to interact with people. You don't have to really. It's also, Audrey, you're also an empath. She said her parents grind so hard. Yeah, and that's like a, I don't want to say a curse, but that's not what you're supposed to do, Audrey. And they might feel like you're a little bit lazy or you're a little bit whatever, but you're not. But you're not someone that's supposed to grind like that. It's actually not really good for your nervous system. Okay, Audrey, look into the Empath Survival Guide. Because I don't know if you're a full-on empath, but you're something, Audrey. You're something a little bit, we're sensitive. There's some sensitivity there that needs to be catered to in a really good way. Thank you, MB. Okay, so we're going to go to Artisha next, Monique B, and then Amanda H. And let's see. So we got Audrey, we did that. Artisha, honey, where are you? Where are you located? And what was your question? Guys, if you did a general question, Audrey, counseling would be great. That's fine. Anything that's sort of like pouring into people, but without like working physically hard. You're not supposed to do physical labor. Counseling, breath work, yoga work, that works. You're moving more into some sort of healing arts / passive income revenue. Seems to be tied to real estate. Okay. That's one that you'll do well. You'll do well, Audrey. You will do very well with that, because you're very calming. Your whole, and I always remembered that about you. You were just like, I'm calm, I'm chill. Okay. The only person's question I'm seeing, so MB, you wanted a spirit message. Artisha, come back and give me your question, my darling. So I'm going to go to MB's question about a spirit message. Let's see what we got for MB. MB, I'm glad you asked that. MB, I want you to look into blood pressure. This is for MB, Monique B. I want you to look into blood pressure. I want you to look into that. You need to rest. Something is going on with your system, MB. It's like I can't talk too much, like I'm seeing some inflammation. You need to rest. So MB, if you've been feeling like lightheaded, or you've been feeling like you're out of breath, or like you just feel like you don't have your full energy, I want you to go check your systems out, and I need you to rest more. And MB, I feel like you like to watch YouTube at night, or have the computer watch you as you go to sleep. They want you to pull back from that if that's true. This is for MB. Also, take some not selenite, take some shungite or black tourmaline and put it between you and your computer. Wear some shungite crystal, because the EMF from the devices are messing with you. Okay, the EMF, electronic magnetic frequency. Everybody should have black tourmaline, but preferably shungite crystal on them at all times, and keep a bunch around your devices. Like, I fall asleep with my laptop too sometimes. It's bad, that's what happens when you stay single too long, I guess. Anyway, but like I'm also someone who works online, blah, 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 whatever. But we need to have that, because the EMF is affecting electronic magnetic frequency. MB, go look into symptoms of EMF sensitivity, because I see you like headaches, and you're also very dehydrated, MB. Speaking of which, you're very dehydrated, MB. So I'm drinking cucumber with green apple. Very hydrating, very good for the skin. You want to glow, drink this, or just cucumber water. And very good for the thyroid, because I would do these readings and my thyroids would be crazy. Okay, AJ. Okay. AJ, what your Artisha? Tell me what name you paid under. Okay, so Monique, please go take care of that. Monique, let me know if any of that resonates. I'm feeling like this tiredness. Also, Monique, if you're still connecting with that ex-lover, she's pulling on your energy. She's definitely got like a pull on your sacral chakra. So you need to do some cord cutting and releases. Okay. Okay. Okay, AJ, I'm assuming you're Artisha. And let's see, Amanda had a question. I'm gonna go to Amanda H, and then AJ, let me know if you are Artisha. Yes. Okay. A spirit message. Okay. So AJ, I'm gonna go to you, Artisha. And she wants a spirit message. Let's see what spirit has to say to Artisha. Hey, Lyris. Hey, Deirdre. You guys are hanging out hard on IG. I still have room for a few more readings. I still have energetic room. My energy came back. It was kind of failing me there for a minute, and it came back. So that's really good. So if you guys want a what is my purpose reading, come over to YouTube and grab one. You can grab one at axi.com. It's $49. Let's get into it. Everybody who did this reading, you definitely want to come back and listen to it. Watch the replay while you're washing dishes or something, because some of the messages will resonate that is for other people. And come back, especially if you feel any confusion around what I said to you, come back and really listen to what I said, okay? And I am channeling. I know I sound normal, so you might be like, you said blah, blah, blah. You'll have to show me in the video, okay? Because when I'm channeling, that means I'm not really, like right now I'm in my energy, but when I'm channeling, I'm in your energy, and then I'm working with spirit. So spirit, spirit and them live on the penthouse level. On earth, we're somewhere between the third floor. Some people in the motherfucking basement. Some people not even in the building. They're so toxic, they can't even get in the building. But for most of us, we're somewhere between the third and the fifth floor, okay? Okay, that's fine, Bonnie. Go ahead. Just drop another 25 and you can. That's fine. If you guys want another spirit message, another general question, just pay again and it's fine, okay? That's fine. Yeah, and you can tell me where you want the spirit message to go. I'm just seeing Artisha's name come up, okay? So let's go into Artisha's spirit message from Queens. So AJ, they're saying you're on point right now. This is for AJ. They're saying you're on point. I'm not sure if you've just made a major decision or you're in a legal situation, but they're saying whatever you've been thinking, the way that you're moving right now, AJ, you are on point. There's like your family, your bloodline is so proud of you, AJ. There's something you've done very recently, a decision. I don't know if you stood up for yourself, but there's something you just did, or it could be something small, like instead of rushing to go do something, you decided to take a nap, but there was something that you've just done. It feels like in the past week or the past month, where it has changed your trajectory of your life, and it has also healed your bloodline. So AJ, keep doing what you're doing. It feels like if there's not a legal issue, there might be a legal issue coming up for you, AJ, in the next 3 to 6 months. It looks like whatever it is, you'll work through it, you'll get through it. It might be something small like a fender bender, or it could be something big like something around us, stolen inheritance, something like that. But there is some legal stuff coming up, but you will make it through. If this resonates for you, AJ, then save your money for a lawyer. You know what I mean? Start preparing things for yourself. But your spirit team wants to let you know your family is very proud of you. You're doing really well with the bloodline. And AJ, if you're still able to have children, there might be a pregnancy coming in the next 3 to 6 months. So that's for you, AJ. Okay, that's your spirit message for today. Let's get into Amanda H. Okay, Amanda H had a direct message. I'm coming back to you. Amanda Herbie said, will this big purchase house in the USA and MB, South Carolina, supporting my growth and proceeding on my path, or is this going to delay or stunt me off course? So this is from Amanda H. I'm going to just take a minute. Let me just move the energy around a little bit. I'll just turn off this damn fan to light my... This is Palo Santo for those who don't know. I like Sage, but I like Palo Santo because it doesn't take a long time to burn. If you guys have a general question, you can $25, axia.com. I have a little bit more energy, probably another 10 minutes or so, go to 9:30 for a full 2 hours. So you can go to axia.com and ask a general question or a spirit message. Okay. If you have a spirit message and you want to know a spirit message about a particular area of your life, just say spirit message love. You can direct spirit. It's no problem. or spirit message, hair, whatever. Listen, I've been reading for a decade. I've had all kind of questions asked. And you can also get more than one spirit message if you want. Amanda wants to know, is this big house going to delay her? Okay, Amanda. So I'm getting a few things. Yvonne, I see you. I see your second question, Yvonne. Come on in. So Amanda, it's interesting you're asking that because this is for Amanda H. Amanda Herbie. You are intuitive. So I'm getting kind of a mixed message on that, Amanda. Please listen carefully. Okay, this is for Amanda H around this house. So I am getting that there is going to be some cost after, like there might be an issue with the roof or the boiler or the roof, something with the roof and like the boilers or the pipes. So Amanda, be prepared, get really good insurance or whatever that is, because I see that being like a 15. I see that being like a $15K situation, Amanda, and it kind of comes at a bad time. So make sure you get whatever insurance for those sort of emergencies, whatever they do. The other thing I'm seeing, Amanda, is that if you're just buying a single family home, this is your first single family home, you may want to buy a home where you can rent out part of it, like a 2-family, or you can build an ADU in the back on the land so that you can make money. Because what I'm getting is you're buying this house, unless it's like 10 of y'all going in together, 5 of y'all, or you make a lot of money. If this house doesn't make money for you, I just feel I do see you resenting it. I'm going to be honest. I see you being like, this is an expensive property. And though you may love it, you may just feel like I'm house rich and money poor. Yeah, I forget how they say it, but basically, something like that. So for Amanda, if you're kind of feeling like, I don't want to do this, the spirit is saying that is absolutely fine. If you decide to do it, you need to find a way to make that house make money for you. Even if you say, you know what, we're going to buy this house and we're going to Airbnb it, or we're going to turn it into some sort of B&B. You need to make that house make money, because if not, I do see it costing you pretty early on, Amanda. And it feels like with that house, it's something about it where it seems like trying to heat it or cool it is also expensive. That was for Amanda H. So if you're feeling like I should pull back. If you go forward, just know, yeah, it's going to be some money stuff that you're going to have to spend into it. You got to make it work for you. I know for me now, unless I had a lot of money, I would either buy a house that I could really afford, like just me personally, like a really small house, something that's like under 100K I can pay off in 5 years, or I'd buy a 2 or 3 family. I'm not buying something I can't make money from. Unless it's just like, oh, I'm living on 5th Avenue and I want to live by Central Park West and I must have this studio apartment that's $9 million because it's in New York and I just want to live there, which would be stupid for me. You know what I mean? So I would say that. Okay, so that's what you got there, Amanda. Okay, Yvonne, you want your spirit message. You want a spirit message. Is there an area? Okay, you don't want anything to do with work. Okay, that's fine. Fine, Yvonne. Let's see what else spirit wants you to know. Okay, Yvonne. So spirit is moving you to a point where you will be speaking your truth more. You will be also doing something with your voice. I'm seeing energy around the throat chakra. So this is coming from your childhood. So Yvonne, I know you have your stepdad and you have your real dad. I'm not sure what the dynamic is between you and your real dad, but it does feel like there's a lot of healing that needs to be done around being able to speak your truth about the dynamic you share with him or how he may have behaved or not behaved. So that's coming up for you, where there's going to be a lot of throat chakra, a lot of speaking your truth, a lot of letting go and releasing your pain, Yvonne, with your father. So that's coming up this year. Okay. That's definitely coming up for you this year, Yvonne. So get ready for that. And it's going to just kind of come out unexpectedly. I'm assuming he's still alive, but even if he's deceased, Yvonne, he may start to come to you at mediumistically in spirit, where you're going to be doing a lot of healing around that. And there's something to do with your throat chakra. So, I don't know if it's suppressing trauma. I don't know if it's suppressing like what you really want to say. I don't know if it's that you can't talk to him the way that you want to, but that throat chakra is about to be busted wide open. He's alive. Okay. So then he might be coming to you in a way that you feel like, no, I don't owe you anything. I'm not giving you anything. You did nothing, or whatever the situation is, but there's a lot of truth speaking around that to help facilitate that, but to also make it easier on you and your emotional body. I like you to get blue lace agate crystal and wear it at the base of your neck. Okay. Get a blue lace agate and then make it a necklace or whatever. Blue lace agate crystal. And I want you to listen to throat chakra meditations on meditative mind while sleeping, and wear the color blue a lot. Okay. Then you should, I knew they would talk about me speaking, which is great because you also, as you definitely need to have some land where you're gardening when you move, Yvonne. So make sure you have access to a plot of land or just a balcony where you can grow herbs. That's fine. You don't have to be like all having chickens and stuff like that. And Yvonne, you might also, Spirit also wants you to know when you get to Texas, you might have a chance to move into a complex, or you might have a chance to move into like a house kind of a little bit further out in the country. And if that's the case, you should take the house because you're supposed to be like a medicine woman. Mm-hmm. A house in the country, and it's not like deep in the country, like you still just might be like 10 minutes outside of the city or 15 minutes, but somewhere where you can get access to land and garden, maybe have a chicken or two, put your feet on it, sit on your back porch with your lavender lemonade. But there's something around that. And again, like I said, you are going to be connecting with people from Louisiana. You might even move to Louisiana, but you're moving into your mystic woman journey. But part of that is healing that throat chakra and whatever issues you have with your dad. Okay. That's what we're at. Okay. I want to make sure I haven't missed anyone tonight. If I missed anyone, let me know on YouTube, please. If I missed your reading. Yeah, I think we're gonna. Hi, Instagram world. What's up? You're welcome, Yvonne. All right. Any other people that want? If not, I'm going to roll off. I am going to roll off. This was good tonight. I'm glad. You guys, I'm on TikTok at Psychic Zaya. Just go ahead and follow me there. I'm about to start tiki-talking and shit. I'm about to start tiki-talking because Instagram be playing games. I don't even, like, I see as many people on here. It's not even showing me as much people on here. So this platform is like the Instagram platform. I ain't really, Audrey, that's crazy. You logged on YouTube and there I was. I thought you were like on my mailing list or followed me on IG or something. That's crazy. Wow, Audrey, that's amazing. Go for YouTube for helping me out. I'm still trying to figure out YouTube. Child, I have to. I am moving, business-wise, moving my models around a little bit. That's crazy. I mean, YouTube, I've been doing a little bit more on YouTube. I have to expand past IG. And the kid is like tired of me talking about it. She's like, girl, I told you already. But it takes a lot of work to be on these platforms, baby. You know what I mean? Like, entrepreneurs know what I'm saying. Like this, you're never supposed to be your own marketer and your own model and your own talent and your own producer and your own shit. We burning out. I mean, on one hand, it's great because it's like, yeah, you can, move mountains without spending a whole lot of money, but you're going to spend that energy, baby. Okay. That's crazy, Audrey. Audrey, DM me on IG. Audrey, do you have my IG? Audrey, what's your IG? Or DM me. I'm Psychic Zaya. Find me on IG, Audrey. Let's connect. I believe you're in Fort Lauderdale. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, that's wonderful, AJ. She said, I started something new within the last week that I wasn't sure about. That I wasn't sure about, although it feels right. The lines, then you got room for one reading, my darling, if you want to slide in very quickly. I'm about to get out of here. My back is AJ, that's great. So whatever that was, AJ, baby, they love that for you. AJ, you're about to see doors just fly open for you. AJ, you should make a manifestation list every morning when you wake up. What do I want to manifest today? Another thing you guys can do if you want to see if spirit is working with you, I'm going to start teaching psychic development courses in just a little while. If you want to see if spirit is rocking with you, and spirit for me means your ancestors, whoever the most high mother and father, your angel team, your higher self, just wake up in the mornings and I went to rent a room. Okay. I want to rent a room. So Amanda, rent the room then. If you don't want the house, that's fine. That's fine because the house is going to cost. Okay. But if you want to see if spirit is really working with you, this is how you test it. So give spirit an assignment. You can say something like, you wake up and say, okay, spirit, I want to see 4 blue cars today. I want to see at least 4 blue cars today. Now, here's the deal. They might show you the car on television. They might show you the car on somebody's t-shirt. They might show you the car in a magazine. They might show you the car in the street. They might show you in an Uber. You driving by and you see a parking lot with a blue car. You can do things like that. Or say, Uber, you know what, today I would like, or Spirit, today I would like someone to buy my coffee. I'm going to go to Starbucks and I'm going to go to the counter and I'm going to pretend I don't have money. And I want to see, after I order my coffee, see if someone else will pay for it. Or Spirit, you know what? I've been thinking about someone. I really want them to contact me. Social phone. I don't know how to contact them. Can you have them contact me somehow? Or let me find a way to contact them in the next 10 days. Another thing right now too is it's not a big house, just a big decision, or feels like it. Amanda, then don't do it, because there's something about that house. The house has issues that's going to cost you, from what I'm seeing. Okay. Oh, it's the key on her other account. Okay, great. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, so that's working with spirit. You know, and another thing too is like the other day I walked in the wrong direction, kind of. I was supposed to go the other way. Then when I went in the wrong direction, I went down another street to get back on the street I was supposed to be on, and I passed by something, a flyer on the wall for something that I wanted, or I needed, and I didn't realize that. And I was like, oh, I didn't go the wrong way. Spirit redirected me because they knew it was some information I needed on this street, and if I had never went this way, I would have never saw it. So we are in time with, there is no more veil between the living and the dead. Spirit is rocking with us. Okay. Amanda, then just don't buy that house, because I see a $15,000 situation happening, something with the boiler, something with the roof. And that happens a lot. Okay. All right, everybody, I'm out of here. This will be replayed available. If you're on my mailing list, I'll be doing more of these. I'll probably do general messaging sometime. What's today? What is today? Wednesday? Maybe this weekend. And I'm going to do another 30-day outlook. Maybe this weekend, maybe Friday. Because I know a lot of people wanted those. Okay. Thank you all for supporting me. I love you all. Thank you so much for all of you who came and loaning your good energy. I'm going to call my energy back to myself across all space and time. And then I'm going to say any energy that is exchanged that needs healing, then send it to the Most High Mother and Father for healing and transmutation. Okay. Any negative energy that was come here, again, we want to send it to the Most High Mother and Father for healing and transmutation. And I call my power and my energy back to me across all time and space, across all timelines, dimensions, and realms, known and unknown, seen and unseen, within and without, above and below, spirit and in flesh, and astral and in 3D, across past, present, future, and parallel lives. I call my energy back to me across all winds of time and change. And I thank you all. And I tell your ancestors, thank you for coming. Your angels, thank you for coming. But they are now, can go back. And I cut all cords of attachment. Peace. All right. Good night. Thank you, Z. I'll circle back. All right. Peace, everybody. Okay. Bye, guys.